This is Katrin with Disability Rights New York. Welcome to our podcast, Empire State of Rights Closed Captioned. We are here to bring you information on the most relevant topics regarding disability rights and advocacy. As New York State continues to address the coronavirus pandemic, Disability Rights New York will be recording podcasts specifically targeted at bringing you up-to-date information and resources, and we will do our best to get you information as it changes. If there is a topic that you would like us to discuss, please comment below or email us at podcast@drny.org. Today, we welcome Supervising Attorney Kim Weisbeck. She's here to discuss what to expect when ending a guardianship. Kim, how are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Kim, let's start by talking a little bit about 17a Guardianship for our audience members who are unfamiliar with the topic.
17a Guardianship is where a judge has given another person the power to make decisions for you. The types of decisions that a guardian might make include medical, educational, what programs and services a person receives, where you live, and how you spend your money.
So talk to us a little bit about why DRNY created this resource.
We created this resource to make it easier for people to get a better idea of how the process works and what goes into restoring a person's rights or removing a guardianship.
And who is this process designed for specifically?
The process is designed for anyone who is currently living with a guardian or under guardianship, anyone who has a guardianship in place.
And can you talk us through where did this process come from?
The process came from previous work representing other people who have removed their guardianships, and also some work that we have done with the Supported Decision Making New York project.
And one of the terms that you've used as we've been talking about this process is restoration. Can you talk to us about what does restoration of rights, what does that mean?
It means removing the guardianship and allowing you to have the freedom and the power to make your own decisions.
And will this resource guide help someone to decide whether or not they even want to go through with this process?
Yes. If someone were to see this guide, they could see what the process looks like and get a better idea of what it's like to go through it.
And so we know that this process isn't easy. Even if everyone involved is agreed that this is the path forward that they want to go, talk to us about the timeline. Is this something that's quick, or is there a lengthy process involved here?
It's a fairly lengthy process, usually, even when everyone is in agreement with terminating or ending the guardianship. The process begins with a meeting between you and your attorney at DRNY. You would have the opportunity to ask us a lot of questions about the process, and we would also ask you questions that would help us get information that we need to file a petition in court. Then we would go to court together. You would never go to court alone. You would always be with your attorney, and you also could bring anyone with you who could act as a support for you. You would have the chance to meet with the judge and maybe testify, which means give the judge information, talk to the judge about yourself, and show the judge why you think that you no longer need a guardian and why you should be able to make your own decisions. The judge is the person who makes the decision about whether to end the guardianship. And even if we're not successful and the judge decides that the guardianship should remain in place, it doesn't mean that you will always have to live under guardianship. We can always meet again, and that the time is right. We can always file another petition and go through the process again.
That's really great information to know, especially looking at this resource and what the process looks like. It's good to know that this is not a one shot at this process. You can go back and try again. This is such a great resource that DRNY is putting out today, and it'll help a lot of people go through this process. Is there anything else that you'd like our audience to know about it?
Yeah, I think an important thing to know is just that we're always here to answer your questions. Even if you're not sure if you're ready to go through the process, you can always call and talk to an attorney at DRNY, and we would work together to figure out if and when the time is right to file your petition. The resource can be found on our webpage, drny.org.
Kim, thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Thanks very much, Katrin.
Empire State of Rights Closed Captioned has been brought to you by Disability Rights New York, your source for disability rights and advocacy. If you enjoyed our program, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this post. If there is a subject you would like us to discuss, please email podcast@drny.org or comment below. Tune in next time where we'll bring you more information on disability rights in the state of New York. The closed caption version of this podcast is available on our YouTube channel. To listen to more Empire State of Rights closed captioned, follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.